what's up, everybody? It's been about 2 years since I have actually made a YouTube video, but I am back, and I'm not sure for how long. I said the same thing about my podcast, and I've only made 2 so far, and 1 introductory podcast. And please let me forewarn you, you will hear some roughhousing going on in the office because I got both of my dogs in here. I just got a puppy, so I'm trying to keep my eyes on him to make sure that she doesn't get into trouble, and this is the only way that I can do this. But anyways, hopefully this isn't too distracting. It's distracting me, but we just did our annual Christmas photo shoot, which I just take with my cell phone. Haven't done one in a while, but decided to since I have a new addition. Anyways, I'm gonna move right along and make this as simple and less painful as possible. It's been a crazy past year, I guess. It's been a freaking crazy year, crazy 2 years, and I'm here and I'm breathing, and I'm grateful for everything that I have right now, especially all of my friends that who I founded in the support group. But anyways, I wanted to do a video more than a podcast because I like that everyone can see my expressions, and I'm a hands talker. I don't know, maybe it's when I get really excited about a topic, I do this a lot, so hopefully that's not too distracting, and I apologize in advance. But anyways, this is not why I'm here, but I'm here to talk about, I guess, my adventure this past 3 years, more than anything. I'm here to talk about my 7-day Unearth Your Goddess program that I made available for registration up until December 31st. So if anybody has been following me on Facebook or Instagram, you'll know what I'm talking about. But you can visit my website at www.myssfit.com. That's MYSSFIT. The program begins January 8th until, I believe, the 16th. It's a week long. There's an enrollment fee of $50, which includes the workbook, which I'm still currently writing, live Q&A discussions over the workbook over the period of 7 days, along with different exercises that the group will be involved in. So either I'll have you do some things like go off and post on your own, and being sure that you tag me in the things that you post, but it's kind of to get you out of your comfort zone and really embracing yourself and who you are. But the first 4 people to register, hold on a second, I'm going to be rolling back and forth here, we'll get one of these 2018 planners, which are really awesome, and I'm actually kind of jealous because I should have got myself one, but you guys are more important to me. But first 4 people to sign up for my program do get one of these planners that I will mail to you personally, along with, one more time, I'm not going to roll that time because my dog was in the way, the affirmation post-it notes that I've designed. Very simple. They're sticky, so you can put them wherever you want, but these will help with your affirmations that we'll be going over in the program as well. Anywho, I created this program after discovering who I was, and I really want others to discover who they are as well and discover their truest potential. There's too many times I see others are just down on themselves. Like, I'll go on Facebook and they'll talk about something very negative, and I'm just like, ugh. I don't know if you do this, but I've been unfollowing people that post negative things because it really impacts me in a certain way. And yes, I'm usually the one, excuse me, usually I'm one of the people that like to go out and see how they're doing or if there's anything I can do. And this is kind of where I came up with this entire coaching idea. Don't mind me, I'm scrolling through my notes as I'm doing this. But it hurts me seeing people feel hopeless, because I know there's been moments in my life where I feel hopeless too, and I, like I said, created this program to help you not feel so hopeless. I spent the past month reading a lot. I don't regret it. There's still books I'm like plucking through, and I'm like shifting gears and picking up different things because I have different ideas. Which reminds me, I gotta renew my stack of books. But I've been reading and trying to, well, actually what I've learned from all these books is that they use many of the techniques that I've already learned and applied to myself, which is confirmed that these techniques are are working. And so everything that I got out of these readings, I compiled everything that I've learned from these and in my past 3 years of this journey into, excuse you. But anyways, I compiled all this information into this workbook, and this is about the law of attraction, how to align with your spirit, different grounding and meditation techniques, children, different, I swear. I decided to compile everything I had learned since 2014 about the law of attraction, aligning with your spirit, grounding, meditation techniques, and just how to find out what you should do with your life, and a little more. And I put this all into the 7-day program that's geared to anyone who feels like stuck at the crossroads in life, who feel broken from their past and just tired of putting forth so much energy with absolutely no results. And this, applying all the stuff that I've learned, has greatly changed my life into a 360. They're playing. I apologize. But anyways, I'm really super excited about this program. Like I said, the first 4 girls, girls or guys, whichever, it doesn't matter, to sign up for this program will get these. Well, everyone will get one of these, but the first 4 will get these planners, which are really awesome. I'm currently in the works of designing a journal for anyone who's interested in doing coaching one-on-one with me. So that way you have it for your month, and we can kind of use that to follow up with not bi-weekly. It'll be 2 calls a week for these 30-day coaching, but I'll get more into that in a second. I'm ahead of myself. Anyways, when you register, you will be given entry into this private Facebook group. You will have access to my live Q&A, 24-hour support, so you can reach me whenever. But mind you, I do work full-time, so I will try to respond to everybody during my breaks or in the evenings. Most of the time is when I'm going to be available is during the evenings. But all of these activities and exercises that I have created will help you grow emotionally and spiritually, and hopefully kick your 2018 off to a great year, because that's exactly what I plan on doing for myself, because 2017 was a rough one. I know it was a lot for everybody else to handle as well. From everyone who I've spoken to, it just seems like we are kind of all in the same boat. So hopefully you guys can start off your year to a great start with me. It starts the 2nd week of January. Yeah, and I'm super excited about that. But anyways, you might be thinking, why in the world do I need a coach? I can figure this out on my own. But you keep making excuses that you will do something, and it just, tomorrow never comes. And maybe you think you're not good enough. Are you really ready for this next chapter? Or you feel embarrassed seeking for help, or you're ashamed? I want you to know that it's okay to reach out for help whenever you want it. In fact, I think it's a sign of strength to admit your weaknesses, and it just shows that you're ready to wear that crown and take a hold of your life and live up to your truest potential. If you decide to sign up for the 7-day program and you feel that you want to do a little more, or even anyone who just wants to skip the program and do the 30-day coaching, I just wanted to let you know that that is available. So it'd be 30 days, one-on-one. You will receive unlimited access to me and 2 live phone sessions a week. You do phone, or we could do Skype, whichever you are comfortable with, because I understand that. I want you to be as comfortable as possible. You'll receive the journal, these affirmation post-it notes, which we will be using and learning how to use, plus 1 week access to the program for Unearth Your Goddess when that starts up. plus a personalized, I guess, curated program to everything that you want to achieve during those 30 days. So based upon that, we'll go over additional lessons or anything that you're curious about learning. Anything that you've seen me do, we can go over that. Like I said, we can do that over Skype, or we could do Facebook video or phone, or if you're local, we could do it in person. The choice is completely up to you. Like I said, I want you to be comfortable. If you just want a call to kind of figure out things and get a feel for it, I do 60-minute clarity calls, which include guided meditation, which is pretty awesome, goal setting, and then creating those steps to reach those goals, affirmation creating, which is when we're going to be using these post-it notes. And if you like how the call goes, the second session will be discounted, and I know I have different rates for different things, so 5 more sessions will also be discounted. So I guess your best bet would be, if you like your clarity call and how it goes, your best bet would be to do the 30 days, because then you get me unlimited, which, you know, I would be glad to be there for you. But the spots will fill quick. I'm only taking 4 people per month, just because the workload I know is going to be a little hefty for me, but I want everybody to get this chance to do that. Currently figuring out if I should do yearly plans or anything, but depending on what your goal is and what you want to accomplish. So if there's anything that you want to accomplish, we can go over that. We can figure out what will work for you and what won't work for you. That's my purpose here, is to coach you along this journey. Also, if anybody is not interested in doing the coaching one-on-one, the clarity call, or the 7-day workshop, I will have this workbook available for you if you so choose. If you want to do these exercises alone, that's completely okay. And if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to give me a phone call, an email, whatever, to kind of go over this to get an idea. But that will be like a 15-minute phone call to kind of explain how the workbook works. Anyways, I posted a poll earlier. I'm going to fix this. Posted a poll earlier in the Lady Misfits group, asking about 4 different topics. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but I left 4 different choices, and the main one was kind of conquering your fears and kind of getting out of your comfort zone and the things that you can do. And I promised you guys that I would release videos like this and to kind of give you a little idea of what I do and who I am, how I work with people. But of course, oh, it's right by me. Okay, we're good. One of the things that I recently learned about, which within the topic of fear, is that you can't let, well, I already knew this too, but you can't let fear control you. If you do, you're never gonna be able to reach your truest potential. So you need to be able to sit down and ask yourself, what will happen if I apply for that job? If I go on that roller coaster, if I go on that date, if I make that public speech, what will happen? What's the worst thing that can possibly happen? And is it really that bad? Again, apologize, I'm looking at my notes here. Do you think that it's really going to control your life if you go after those dreams and aspirations that you have? I know something that I've been dealing with for the past year is conquering my fear of doing this, of putting myself out there to show you what I have to offer to help you and to lead you on this new exciting path. You want to be able to take fear and learn from it, and do everything that you can, or take everything that you can from the fear and learn from it. So what you need to do is sit down and write down your fears. Why are you scared of this stuff happening? Is it really, is fear really, are you letting fear control you? How many things have you missed out in your life right now because of fear? Like I said, I've let fear control me based upon what people think about me and what I'm trying to do. And I let it control me for probably about 3 years. It was holding me back, and I kept doing little things here and there, being like kind of testing the waters. And then when no one would respond or reach out to me or whatever, I would just give up and be like, they're judging me, I'm no good. And that was kind of like a sense of my fear. And since I've been trying to take advantage of new opportunities, you always want to go after these new opportunities, because that's the way of the spirit or universe telling you, hey, here you go, I'm giving you this opportunity. You say you want to do something, now here it is. And that is when you have to go, okay, I'm going to do this right now. There's been many different interviews that there's been many interviews I've had, or job interviews in the past 2-3 years, that if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I wouldn't be able to travel with my coworkers and just have fun and be able to experience this whole new chapter. I'd probably still be at my previous job, which, you know, wasn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But you have to be able to ask yourself, what is really the worst thing that can happen? And is it logical? Can that really happen? Now, I understand that some people have like a fear of heights. Okay, that makes sense. I am scared of heights as well. But the worst thing that can happen is, you know, you pass on. And if it's your time to go, then it's your time to go. But there's been many different ways to kind of overcome this fear. And one of the things that I would like you guys to do is sit down and actually list out the things that you fear and list why. And then determine if these whys are really logical and what is like the percentage, I guess you can say, that these things are actually going to happen. So if it's like a fear of putting yourself out there because you're worried about what people are going to think about you, what does it matter? If it's a fear that you want to travel, but you can't because you're afraid of heights, you're afraid to get into planes, but you're never going to be able to go to these places if you don't take advantage of that. And I don't know what the percentages of plane crashes are or whatever, but it's very, very small when you compare it to shark attacks. From what I've heard, I don't know how that all works, but I'm just saying, if you don't go after these opportunities that show themselves, you're not going to go where you want to go. You're just going to be staying in the same old spot and just living in this constant anxiety and fear that no one wants. So I guess there's a little type thing that I learned, and let me see if I can grab it without making a mess. It's called a miracle box, and my dogs are in my way right now, so give me a second. Taking my notes out here. So this miracle box, every night what you're supposed to do is write on a Post-it note your fears for that day. So anything that's really bothering you the night before, anything that you want help with from spirit, from the universe, from any guidance or stuff, it's a great way to kind of like keepsake it and make it really special for you. Because you should learn how to cherish and love your fears and use them as a strength to direct you into a better path. That's what I've come to learn anyways. So it doesn't have to be a pretty box like this. If you can use a shoe box, or you can use a jewelry box, or whatever you want. But I can guarantee you that if you make it special in some certain way, it's kind of like a vision board. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it can definitely help, you know, you with your dreams. But so anyways, an example that you could write on a Post-it note, which I'm not going to write because I want to use these for my group, but you could say something like, dear spirit or universe, I would really like to accomplish this within my business, you know, right? Is it the right time, or what else do I need to do? I'm just looking for answers. And you can just pop it right in the box, close it up, set it aside, and your worries are kind of just locked up. And over the next period of months or weeks or days, you might even notice like little changes within yourself and the world around you and the environment that you've created for yourself. If you don't want to put your worries in here, that's why they kind of call it like a worry box, you can call it. You can put positive things in it. If you want it to be something positive, even if that something isn't real at the moment, you can put it in this box. What do you envision your life to be? And I guess I would highly recommend more positive than negative, because then you're going to be opening Pandora's box, I guess is the best way to explain it. But whatever you feel, put it in the box, and things will slowly come into focus. So even if you wake up in the middle of the night and you have like this great idea, throw it in the box. It can be a dream box, it can be whatever, but you have it in one spot. You can put it in a journal too, but this way it kind of makes it more fancy and decorative, but it's totally 100% up to you on how you do that. But I've heard many different stories about this box and how it's affected people's lives. So I'm going to move right along. So you can also ask yourself many different questions as this time is going along. So like, say if you want to track yourself for like a week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever, ask yourself, if you moved outside your comfort zone, how did it feel? What things have happened? Were they bad? Were they good? Do you feel more confident, less confident? Any new doors, have they opened for you? What are the rewards that you have reaped from conquering your fears? Or is there any more fears that you have, or do you feel like you have more control on them, or do you want to work on them more? Always taking these like calculated risks are pretty fantastic, if I can say so myself. I used to be very, very scared of flying, and 2 years ago I decided to travel with a group I was volunteering for called Because I Said I Would, and I decided to fly, and I flew alone, and I traveled, and it was awesome, and I do not regret 1 second of it whatsoever. Anyways, I'm talking really fast, but I'm really excited about this subject, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. But here's another exercise for you guys that you can do after these few weeks, days pass by. Try to make it a point to speak to a stranger, like when you're in the grocery line or at the store. Ask how they are, how they're doing, compliment them, and just see how like they react. If you get a bad reaction, then that must just, you never know. That just might just be them, but you never know if you give like a good, sorry, my nose is really itchy. If you give them a good compliment, you might get one back, and who knows, you might make a new friend, or you might meet your future partner, but you never really know. So like just striking up conversation with people that you don't know, researching different fitness groups and workshops that kind of bust you out of that comfort zone. So like for me, I tried Silks, and I've done Lyra, and I've met some awesome girls doing that as well. And it's something I never thought I would do, but I definitely want to do multiple times. I've been doing it for like over the period of a year, but always just look something up. If you're interested, do it. Why not? You only live once. You can always like visit a new culture, or look up a new culture and go visit that country. I know some people that travel alone all the time now, and they absolutely love it, and they highly recommend it. Or you can host a party, invite old friends, and have them invite new friends. No, I just hosted a party last week, and I just told everybody, bring whoever you want, and I made a few friends. Don't really remember their names because there's so many people there, but hi friends. I think there were Max and Zach. Somebody else, I can't remember, but hello. So host a party, or you can set some new challenging goals for yourself, something that you've always wanted to do. So one of them for me last year was to run a 5K, which I haven't done in 3 years at the time, I believe. So I did that with one of my old high school friends as well. So I'm just trying to set like these little goals for myself, and when you do them and you accomplish them, you feel so much better, and you feel like you can do almost anything. So make a list of the things that you want to do, and if you have any fears about those things that you want to do and why. And it'll help you kind of determine and pick apart these things, and like I said, are they really logical? Is it really going to happen? You know, what is the worst thing that can happen? And, you know, like I said, it doesn't matter what people think about you. They can think about whatever they want. It's honestly, like I have heard many times before, it's no one's business about what they think of me. Or no one's business, it's not my business of what they think about me, if that makes sense. Because it doesn't really apply to me. I know who I am, you know who you are, And, you know, if you're meant to go make a difference in this world, then go do it. I don't see a problem with that. And, you know, what really excites me about the group that I started, Lady Misfits, is what kind of started this whole thing, is seeing how many more girls are coming out and, you know, doing things they wouldn't normally do. I have some people that have started to do photo shoots, others that are writing blogs, some that are taking pictures, some that are going to fitness classes and making better eating food choices, and just all these different things that are positively impacting them. And it wasn't until recently that I really found out that what I was doing was actually making some sort of an impact, because there was a few days last week that I'm like, oh, I don't know if what I'm doing is the right thing. You know, I'm not getting any responses, but, you know, everything is behind the scenes. I get approached in many different ways, and, you know, that was very helpful to me to see, like, okay, this is the right thing for me. I have even spent a few minutes a day by myself kind of asking Spirit, asking the universes if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and, you know, what more could I be doing. And I keep coming up with more ideas, and I keep writing them down, and I'm trying to format everything the best I can and make sense out of it. But slowly but surely I'm chipping away and everything. So with these puppies running around and only a few short minutes left, I want you to also, one more thing, is to write a letter to your present self from your future you, if that makes sense. So everything that you want to accomplish, pretending you're in that position right now, write to your past you and say how proud you are of all the accomplishments that they've made. Even though anything is not true right now, you can definitely make it true by doing it this way, along with doing vision boards. So this kind of works the same way, but it will help you feel better about the things that you've accomplished, that you're going to accomplish, and that you can really do this. So I urge you, before you go to bed, sit down, write it out, get it done. In the meantime, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to contact me, www.misfit.com, MISSFIT.com, or if you're one of my friends that follow me in the group, feel free to message me. I can answer your questions about the programs that are going to be starting. I know I don't really give too much in-depth information, but I can tell you you're going to get like a decent-sized workbook. I haven't decided if I'm going to print those out or just make those available to you via PDF. But either way, it's going to be awesome, and I'm super excited to have you guys do these workshops and reach your goals. And in the meantime, I got a puppy bouncing on my lap, so we're gonna go because we got stuff to do, huh? Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to hopefully get this up within the next hour, spend some time with these pups, read more, and who knows, hopefully figure out a plan of how I'm going to get this workbook done in the next month. But I've got all my ideas out, and I'm super ready. My other dog is kind of peeking over. He's saying hi too. Huh, Zeusy. Alright guys, he's going to jump in my lap. I hope you all, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week.